What's going on, guys? It's DJ Kuhl, and today we're going to be making a beat like M1 on the beat. So as I said, we're going to be making a beat today like M1 on the beat. If you guys don't know who M1 on the beat is, he's a British producer that has been making a lot of big moves this year. He started out like producing Digga D's Woy, which is a really big song right now in the UK in terms of drill. It's the video for it on YouTube's got over 10 million views, so it's pretty big deal. And he also produced Drake and Headie One's Only You freestyle, which was like have a massive kind of collaboration between kind of that North American, almost New York drill. I wouldn't really say Drake's a New York drill rapper as he's from Canada, but like kind of that American British kind of collaboration, even though Drake is Canadian. I think he's got dual citizenship. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So as I said, we're gonna be making a beat like him today. I got a bunch of sounds that I picked out already ahead of time. And I'm gonna start with the melody. So I'm gonna start with this piano here because M1 likes to use a lot of pianos in his song. I got a separate piano to play a counter melody on. And then we got some vocals because, that's what the beat for Only You freestyle is really focuses on. Like, that's what the melody's made out of. I'm gonna start playing in some chords. Let me put on gross beat first. Alright, I'm gonna put it here. Start with the A chord. Alright, I'm liking how that's sounding so far, even though it's pretty basic, but we are going to layer melodies on top, as I said, so let's make this whole melody thing here. And I'm going to bring it down to something like... Yeah, that's going to be hard. Let's bring this down to G. Let this go down to F sharp. And... let's go down to B. So, cool, let's listen. I'm gonna put an EQ on before we listen, so we can listen to how the chords sound here. Yeah, so all those effects, kind of the delay and reverb that you hear on it, it comes with the Electra X preset, so I did not add that. I'm going to bounce this out as a audio file, so I don't need to deal with gross beat, tweaking if I move it to like start it like halfway through or whatever. I'll normalize it and I'll put it over in 7. I left a spot open because I know I was gonna have to bounce that out. So put another filter on it. I'm gonna put on some vinyl. I think isotope vinyl really adds a really dope kind of older sound, kind of more distorted, and that's what I like to do in some of my drill beats, and that's what I hear M1 doing in some of his stuff. Alright, so now I'm gonna play a higher piano. Let's add in some piano. I'm gonna mute the other Electra though, so I muted the wrong thing. Yeah, let's turn down that vinyl too. Cool. I turned off the wrong one again! I'm gonna put a quick EQ on there before I go any farther. These low kind of hit sounds kind of driving me nuts. I'm gonna play the whole thing together and see if that sounds good. But first, I'm gonna bring it over to a new pattern, so don't need to worry about that piano, and just unmute that, and that'll make make me feel better in the long run. So yeah, let's take a listen. Yeah, I'll mess with the levels later. I'm gonna randomize the velocity. I don't think it really matters with Electra X, but you know. Yeah, I really don't think that made a difference, but it's all good. And as I did with the other piano, I'm gonna put some isotope vinyl on that and bring up the warp. And maybe I'll bring it back to 1930. We'll bring it all the way back in the year setting here. I'm gonna kind of isolate it more in these mid frequencies here. So that sounds pretty good for the time being. What I'm gonna do now is go to this choir sound that I had from Omnisphere. I'm pretty sure it's not the Electra X is not in tune with like the key of C, you know, C. So I'm thinking that this is actually something like maybe a D or an E. Alright, so the chords are actually E E E diminished. I don't know. I think it's E diminished. And then B minor diminished. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to copy the chords from here, and I'll bring them over into the Omnisphere with this choir sound, and let's drag it up here. What I'm gonna do is play fifths here, and then just fifths straight through here. So fifths here, full chord there, and then just straight fifths over there. I mean, these aren't technically fifths, but these are, so take a listen. Alright. Gonna do some more vinyl on this. A little bit of reverb. But now we're gonna move on to the drums. So I got a chop snare here, basic kind of chop snare. I'm gonna put that in your standard positions for drill. It's time to move on to the hats, but in this case, I actually picked out this very kind of small kind of perk snare, and I'm gonna use that as the hi-hat instead. So let's go in, add this basic kind of drill pattern in here. Do 2 bars and just copy and paste it. And what I was thinking, and something that's very similar to the hi-hat in Boy, is he actually brings these not 808s, rather the hat/hat snare. He brings the velocity down like in between. So I'm gonna try doing something like that. Let's copy that as I said. Again, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna randomize it. You know, give it a little more velocity, and let's add some rolls. So I accidentally brought that snare up too. I gotta improve my accuracy here. I'm gonna actually pan these two rolls at the end, and the first one to the left ear and the second one to the right ear. And now I'm gonna add in a kick to the track here. I took this crud kick, and what I've done is I've normalized it to make it a little louder. I'm gonna turn up the volume some more. I'll turn it up in here, and I'm gonna put a soft clipper on the master just to make sure that kick really hits. So yeah, let's go in and let's just put in the kick. Well, that's panned. That actually sounds kind of cool, pan, not gonna lie. Gonna experiment with some kick panning a little more. I haven't done it in a while. Okay, so now I'm gonna come in and take the 808 and do some slides. The 808 that I chose is actually from a Travis Scott kit. As you can see, I have done the envelope with everything down except the hold. And it's a Travis Scott one called 808 3C. And it actually sounds really dope. So I think it would fit really well with this beat here. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in the beat now. Alright, let's take a listen to this whole thing and make sure that it sounds good so far. Part of me wants to just start shouting "ay" like 504 and over this beat. I don't know. I'm gonna put a little sausage fattener on it and kind of then EQ those higher frequencies that sausage fattener, will bring into it, and just kind of beef up the lower end and the low mid. I actually had another snare that I wanted to layer, and it's a Kenny Beats snare from one of his kits. I had pitched it up beforehand because I like how it sounded pitched up. It sounds like that. So I'm actually going to layer this snare where some of the main hat snares are hitting, which is here and here and some other spots. Let's just kind of keep playing it and see. Yeah, so I really like the addition to that snare. We can bring it, you know, in and out when we arrange the track, but I think it'll be dope to have that in there. So the next thing I'm going to add is going to be this open hat down here. I took it from the same Travis Scott kit as I took the 808. Alright, so I'm going to like play the song and put in some hi-hats here and there, some open hi-hats here and there. So let's do it. I'm gonna try actually coming in here. I'm gonna make this a unique copy here. I just made the unique copy. Guys, I'm losing it. Please help. What I'm gonna do is reverse it, and I'm going to start it over here so we can get a nice short kind of reverse sample. Change that in a little bit. I should just do the length. I think that'd be give us some better control. I'll add a second open hat, reverse hat over here, and let's take a listen to that. Let's turn that down as well. Now I think we got all the elements of the beat. I'll turn this piano back on so we can arrange it. So I made a few last minute adjustments to the beat, and now I think it's ready to play. Just let me add my tag in real quick. We'll add a quick Kuhl. My man Dame recorded the tag. Go listen to his music, it's fire. I produced a few songs for him. This is gonna be the beat here, and I'm gonna play a section of it for you guys. Before I do that, just wanted to say I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could go down, hit the like button, you know, comment, so people will be able to see this, and you know, the algorithm will push it out. And also, one more thing before I go, I was checking my YouTube statistics, right? And only like 9 to 10% of the people who are watching my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. So go down right now, hit that sub button, you know, you can see more of my videos where I give you guys more advice on drill. Yeah, without further ado, here's the final beat.
Hey, Kuhl.